morning everybody. Today's topic of discussion is application of macroeconomics to business decision making. As we all know, for successful business decision making, a business manager must be well aware of the economic happenings and events and trends that take place in his country. Once he has studied and researched upon these factors and forces, he is able to make successful business decisions. Because we see, firstly, the current and future trend in GDP or GNP, which means gross domestic product or gross national product. To study these trends is very important for business managers because these trends show whether the economy is in a positive mood or it may nosedive. Because a higher trend, a higher swing in the GDP and GNP shows that the economy is prospering, it is growing, and thereby it is receptive to newer ideas, newer ventures, diversifications, and so on. It will be more receptive because in a low mood, an economy may not be receptive to experimentation or expansion, but when the economy is on a high swing, it becomes more receptive and we are able to take more risks. Then secondly, the trend in aggregate demand for consumer and capital goods are also a great guideline for business managers to decide about their business decisions, because when the aggregate demand for consumer and capital good rises, it again means that the economy is in a positive mode, while a lower demand of consumer goods and capital goods will show that the economy is refusing to revive. It is not growing, it is not growing. So when an economy is not growing and when it is growing and in a positive mood, affects our business decisions. Also, our decision regarding compensation and wages policy also depends upon these trends. Then, trend in the rate of savings and investment. Because when the rate of savings rises, more finances are available for investment with the banks and with such bodies, with the government. While when the rate of savings falls, that means people are expending all that they are earning and the fund available for investment purposes decreases. And such a decrease in investment will lead to deflation of economy. The general price level and expected future trends in the price level. We will see this, it always comes into newspapers that the price levels have risen, or ordinary articles, day-to-day necessities like onions and tomatoes, they seasonally shoot, their prices shoot. So, but what is the general price level annually of an economy? It determines whether the economy is in the inflationary mode, and if the price level is nosedive, it means that the economy is under deflation. Both these extremes are bad for the economy of any country. An economy should always fluctuate within a given range, a reasonable range. There should be a price stability. If the prices are running amok, that means the value of your currency is falling, and when the prices are going down, that would mean that the economy is in deflationary mode, and this will drastically affect the way you conduct your business. So this is how it will affect your business decision making. Fifth, the level of employment and the likely trend of employment. What happens in any economy, and especially in India, we have seen that we have, even when the economy is in a growth mode, still it is very difficult to achieve higher employment rates in India. There are many factors like population and are engaged in economic activities, and more people are engaged in saving their wages and engaged in investment activities too. So a higher employment rate is a very positive scene for any economy, and it boosts the business decision making across different sectors. While when the rate of employment decreases, what happens? People are rendered jobless. They do not have wages, their poverty increases, they cannot spend, thereby the economic activity of the country decreases, leading the economy towards the well of deflection. And that time, any kind of innovation or any kind of taking up of newer ventures by enterprises may not be of profit or advantage to such organizations. So, the organizational level business decision making is affected by the employment rates as are existing in the nation. Then, what are the international aspects of the economy? Now, there are these three aspects. One is flow of goods and services. How the goods and services are being exported or imported from the country to other countries and are being imported from other countries to our country. Our balance of payments, that also affects our economy. Then inflows and outflows of capital, whether foreign investment is taking place in our country or it has reduced, will affect the economy rate of our country. Because more FDI comes in, more foreign direct investment is injected into our economy, the economic activities increase. While when the foreign countries are not investing in our economy like it used to be decades back, there was very low foreign investment in India, and we did not progress at the speed that we have been recently progressing in. Then migration of labor and income remittances. What happens in this international scenario when labor is migrating from, for example, from India to other countries? We will see that Indians are placed globally in all countries of the world and they are contributing greatly to their respective economies. So what happens? Our forces, they migrate to the other countries and they remit their earnings to their family, relatives and friends back home. For an example, a person who is working in America, he may remit his income that he has earned there in America to India to assist his parents who are living in India. What happens? Income generated outside India gets injected into the Indian economy, and this is what we are lately seeing, because lately the migration of labor from India has increased to higher levels and the income remittance into India